Hey, so we're on the phone here with Andy Soto of AndySoto1.com. Andy has been in sales about as long as I have, and I thought I was an old entrepreneur, but he's been around, it looks like, for 20 years. Been influenced by some of the same people that I have with Tom Hopkins, Brian Tracy, Zig Ziglar, and others. And so it's always fun to talk to other TW3 members who are just knocking it out of the park. And so he was gracious enough to be on with us tonight. So, Andy, welcome to the TW3 podcast.
Hey, it's great to be here. Thanks, Terry.
Yeah.
Welcome.
So, how long have you been with us?
I've been with TW3 for, I'd say, about a month now, month and a half.
Okay, cool. So, just enough to get in and get the system up and running and get your blog set up and all of that stuff, I see.
Yes, sir.
Cool. So it says you've been an entrepreneur and in sales for quite a while. What have you done?
Well, I was with Discount Tire. I've done a lot of tire sales for a long time, and with Discount Tire, they're huge on customer service and just really, just people talking to people. So It made it really, really easy to just step into TW3, not only with speaking over the phone, but just really speaking, very candidly with people, because being real with somebody and just authentic goes miles,
Sure. Yeah. You typically you have to sell yourself before you sell anything else, don't you?
That's exactly right. I've been telling a lot of my my clients and my fellow reps that we're really in the people business. We just happen to generate leads. We just happen to talk on the phone, and so it's more about people, just talking to people.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, the lead generation and the marketing and all the stuff is sort of the means to the end, but the end is actually bringing value to other people. And it's so exciting to see folks like yourself come on in just a short amount of time already just sort of hitting home runs left and right. So I saw your another sale come in, and I reached out to your trainer, Gary Green, and I said, hey, can I talk to this guy? I always, I want to honor trainers, I don't want to go around them or anything like that, because technically you're his client, but he said, yeah, he's a great guy, man, full of energy and very well spoken, and is the right, type of recruiter and trainer for our business, because he just sows so much value in other people. So he sort of gave me the green light, and I said, well, ask him if I can call him. It's like a little teenage fan out here, can I talk to him? But I was just you've been in sales, you've had the experience of having to work with people, sometimes great people, and sometimes people are having a bad day and they sort of pour that on you. So you're sort of used to that as well. It's all types that you work with when you work with the public. And we've just gone through 2020, which has been sort of a crazy year. And you're with us here at TW3. You're working our call center model and helping people, find a means to improve their lives. Tell me so far, based on your sales experience of what you've done in the past, and what you're doing now with TW3, what you like and some of the differences you've picked up with our system versus maybe some other systems.
Well, I love the fact that I'm my own boss. Taking the reins of my life is just a different venue. If I have something going on with the family, I can easily address it. Not having to call in to somebody and say, hey, my son's sick, and putting somebody out. I can just take care of it. It's my business. It's my business to run, and if I have to miss some time here, well, I can make it up somewhere else. But it's just exciting. It's exciting, given the opportunity, and not only having that opportunity, but offering that same opportunity to other folks. they can hear my excitement and what I've been doing. And for somebody like me, I like to be excited. I like to be passionate. I like to be driven, and my driving force is my family. And many people, if not everybody that I talk to, can relate to the fact that they're driven uh, by really wanting to set their families apart, and set them up financially stable. And that's something that TW3 has been able to help me with. Um, and business model wise, it's been great just because uh, it's just for being repetitive, in the fact that as long as you're consistent and just stay the course, keep your eye on the prize, it's going to happen for you. And that's what TW3 is. It's just keep offering folks. People want to change. People want to be driven, and people want to have opportunity shown to them. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer for other people to make that leap, but everybody wants that drive. And just like what Gary gave me, he gave me that opportunity. He gave me that chance, and he's been a great coach, a great mentor, a great teacher. And I really can't appreciate Gary enough for what he's done, and what I have to do, and to show Gary my appreciation is pay it forward.
Yeah.
Pay it forward for you, Terry. I mean, you've given us a great model to go off of. So that's really what you have to do, just pay it forward.
Well, I noticed one of your mentors and people has really influenced you in your career. You've got it on your bio at andysoto1.com. If you want to connect with Andy, you can go over to andysoto1.com. It's ANDYSOTO, the number 1.com. That's who we've got on the phone tonight. And under the About Me, I noticed Zig Ziglar was one of your major influencers, which I was recruited into the business by the guy that was recruited by Zig Ziglar. And so I guess he would be my grandfather in that lineage line of the business. And he's always had, I guess, out of all of the sayings that he has developed over his illustrious career, probably the one that takeaway that everybody remembers is, you can have everything in life you want if you'll just help enough other people get what they want. And isn't it exciting to be in?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, isn't it exciting to be in a business?
That is exactly right.
Yeah.
And that's so exciting. Zig Ziglar oh man. I mean, listening to him is great, but you can even just have a motto on your wall in a frame, and you can just feel the passion. I mean, you were born to win.
Yeah.
But to be a winner, you must plan to win.
Yeah.
Prepare to win, expect to win. I mean, come on, that's just right on.
That's life giving.
Exactly right. Yeah, and you're absolutely right. To get what we want, if we help enough people to get what they want, then they'll help us get what we want. It's just it's so awesome. It's so awesome. I think that's why I love TW3. It's just because that's exactly, I feel, the core is we're helping people achieve their dreams so we can achieve ours. That's really what we're doing.
Yeah, and we're helping people in a means that fits them, because most business opportunities, it's sort of like when the children of Israel was sort of facing the giant. If you remember that Bible story from Sunday school or whatever, or heard someone, and they're out there and they're trying to take down this giant, and so David shows up, and all he knows how to operate is a slingshot. And the king Saul said, "Well, take my armor," and he goes, "That don't fit me. I don't know how to. I can't use that. All I know is how to use this." That's what TW3 does. Whatever you show it with, it might be just a slingshot and 5 rocks. We'll show you how to use it and put you on the field where you can take down your giant. Doesn't need, if you're in insurance, then stay in insurance, and we'll show you how to use these marketing tools to grow your insurance. If you're in health and wellness, stay in health and wellness. Whatever you're in, whatever is your passion, we're not trying to put our armor on you and say, hey, be in this business or be in this business. No, be in the business that you're called to, but be equipped to be successful in that business. That's just one of the attributes that I like, how you're helping people. Because you're not trying to put yourself on them and project, you need to be in this type of business, this type of business. Now, you're just giving them the tools to go out and be in the business they're supposed to be in.
That's right. Yeah, my my old youth pastor used to say, it's not your ability, but your availability. And that's exactly right. Because we all have different gifts, but you just use the gifts that you're given, and you'll be successful.
That's right. Well, Andy brought out a couple things when I asked him about the distinction between TW3, and I was writing them down as he was talking. He said his family is what's motivating him, and that's his why. And if you don't have a strong why, the first time you run into an obstacle, resistance, pushback, you'll give up and quit. So Andy, the reason he's succeeding, in my opinion, just listening to him talk, he's got a strong why. And then he says he shows up every day with the passion to do what he's supposed to be doing. So he's consistent. So there's a consistency there, and he's people centered. If you notice when he was talking, he's saying, it's about helping other people and getting what they need. So those are my three takeaways from what you gave me already. Have a strong why, be consistent, and be people centered. And good things are just going to happen like they've happened with you already. And we love featuring new members here, because it's one thing to brag about Gary or Tom or Lori or Chris or some of the folks that's been with us a while. But then I love to shine a light on people that say, hey, I've been here a week, 2 weeks, a month, and here's what I've done so far, and already knocking it out of the park. And in the backdrop of 2020 and moving forward in 2021, there's a lot of people that have been hurt this past year in their business and stuff because of the pandemic and stuff. And there's a whole thing going on right now with the stimulus package. But Andy, how cool is it to be able to have the power within your hands and the tools within your hands to be able to write your own stimulus check whenever you want?
That's exactly right. I have a lot of family and friends that are, posting about stimulus checks, this and that. And I'm like, well, if it comes, it comes. If not, I'm sure somebody else could use it more than I could, just because of the opportunity I've been given and blessed with. So, it's crazy. It's amazing. I feel overwhelmed with what I've been given. So it's great.
Yeah. Well, definitely. I mean, I don't want to belittle anybody or anything. I mean, I know people are hurting, and any help that people can get, we definitely don't want to make light of that. But we're just celebrating the fact that we have the choice and we have the means to make a decision not to be dependent on someone else sending something in. But we have,
absolutely.
That's just very rewarding. That's what, to me, gets me up out of the morning is, hey, no matter what, because the world's gone crazy. I mean, and I don't care if you're left, right, up or down. I don't care what your politics or anything. Everybody seems to have just lost their mind the last a few years, and I love the fact that regardless of what the political winds and the craziness blows, if I am staying close to my God and in doing what he's called me to do with the tools he's given me, we can make it through this and actually succeed in the middle of it.
Absolutely.
Well, Andy, I really appreciate you taking the time. I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know you're a busy man. I know you're out there making things happen, and I know you're on the West Coast, so I'm calling you at an awkward hour.